Production support for the weekly special is provided by Smithville, a locally owned business serving central and southern Indiana since 1922, with residential and business internet, voice, and security services. Smithville, local pride, global technology. Information at smithville.net. And by WTIU members. Thank you.
Summer has arrived in Indiana and the weekly special is celebrating. We'll cheer on Indiana teams as they compete at the Super Mileage Race. Visit a much smaller speedway to see where competition and fun meet. And we'll get transported back in time as we honor Indiana's Civil War heritage. All this and more, plus Davey J Sparrow is here to perform right now on the weekly special.
Hello, I'm Joe Wren.
And I'm Pam Thrash. So Joe, tonight is our last show on this set. Can you believe it?
I know, that's right. We're going to take to the road for the summer while the weekly special's brand new home is being built.
And it is definitely summer in Indiana, Joe. And for many Hoosiers, summer starts with the Indy 500.
Absolutely. We decided to visit a different track and a different kind of race. We joined Greenfield Central High School as they went for their 5th win at the Super Mileage Championship.
The competition is to measure the fuel economy. They measure the weight of the fuel tank by itself before the run and measure the weight of the tank after the run. The difference corresponds to the amount of fuel that you've consumed.
If you actually look at the car, it looks like a giant airfoil, which is the profile of an airplane wing. Some of these teams are trying to sneak underneath the air, and our car is actually going through the air while replacing the air from where we got it from.
The kids here, of course, trying to get the most miles per gallon. Now, to get into this competition, they had to submit a proposal back in January. And that proposal had to cover all the scientific, technical aspects and design aspects of their car.
Each year, you have to make some significant change to the car. And then we talk about all the changes that we might want to incorporate from the previous year. And then the proposal attempts to document that and predicts any additional new fuel calculations that we might because of those changes. So it ends up being hundreds of hours in preparation time, but it's spread out over many months.
They had to have drawings. They had to discuss aerodynamic drag. They had to discuss side forces, rolling friction, anything that has to do with a car on a track. They had to cover in their proposal.
Hopefully we get a high fuel mileage up there near 1,000. And one way to do that is turning off and on the engine at certain points and having our driver stay as close to the inside as possible. We continue doing that until we get to 10 laps. We actually joke that we want the car to turn orange on one side because it keeps hitting the orange cones.
I'm just glad to see kids having a good time and learning something in the process.
And Pam, you'll be excited to know that they've won their 5th straight stock class championship with 1,046.22 miles per gallon.
Wow, that is absolutely incredible. Congratulations to them. You know, recently we also visited another unique track in Indianapolis, but this one is on a slightly smaller scale.
I think the thing I like most about RC racing is the realism behind it. Even though you're not sitting in the car driving it, when you watch that car driving around and the way you have to steer it and drive it and throttle it and everything, it's just like a real car. You actually almost get transported. You don't even realize that you're just sitting there playing with toy cars. You're actually competing and racing against other guys.
Whenever I race, I get on the driver's stand and we're getting ready to start a race and I get hot. I start to get a little sweaty, and one guy told me once, he goes, "It's hot inside that car, isn't it?" I'm like, well, I'm not inside that car, but you feel like you are. You know, when you've got a vehicle coming at you at 60 miles an hour and you got to make a decision, left, right, or stop, and you got a couple seconds to do that, it's got to get a little rush going, you know.
It's just like a real race car. You got all these different adjustments. You got shock oils, you got gearing changing. Your batteries kind of control your power along with your radial transmitters, your controllers. So every week guys are fine-tuning their trucks, just like NASCAR, IndyCar. Every track they go to, they have to change their setup. It's just like that here. It changes week to week. So guys are constantly changing their trucks to be more competitive.
It's actually a lot more difficult than initially you might think. To get competitive, you need to have a lot of time practicing, and then the other fun thing is that you have to understand sort of the basic physics of how a car suspension works, and you learn how to set up the cars to handle differently.
For me, it's as much about working on the truck and getting the setup right as it is about the racing and being competitive. And every single person in here is willing to help you, talk about how they set their truck up, the tips they have, and then a lot of it really just coming in here and putting a lot of laps on. I'm sure just like the real racing, practice, practice, practice.
Once somebody tries it and they see what it's really about and they see the competition behind it, so once somebody gets a taste of that, they're thrilled. It's like they won the Indy 500.
I'm sure you've heard it for IndyCar racing, with NASCAR racing. It's a family event. It truly is. I mean, we've got mothers and fathers and grandfathers and grandkids, and they'll come here and they'll spend 4, 5, 6 hours here working on their cars, racing their cars. It's just great entertainment. There's an old saying too, it says any day at the racetrack's better than no day at the racetrack. So even if you didn't win today, you still had fun.
That is so cool. If you'd like to try your hand at racing, visit www.indyrcraceway.com. Well, we have a very special musical guest in the studio with us today. Not only do we get to hear your music, but I get to talk to you a little bit. Davey J Sparrow, welcome to our studio.
Thanks for having me.
And I hear you're moving. You're leaving us. What's going on here?
Well, we're heading out west to Portland, Oregon. Me and my wife, Sari, and my son, Railroad Jack. We're going to pack up and head out there in July. We're going to just hit the road and see what we can do.
Any particular reason that you're leaving to go there?
Money.
Try to make more money.
Try to make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
I've always loved the Northwest as well. Have best friends since grade school who lives out there, and just like to try new things and do new things and see new things.
Why not? Well, what brought you to Bloomington to begin with? Because you grew up in LaPorte.
That's right. I grew up in LaPorte and didn't do so well in high school. Didn't end up finishing, but decided eventually I wanted to get myself a GED and a college degree. So of course I come down here, and now I've worked my way up to a master's degree in library science. So I'm a yodeling librarian.
And tell us about Western Swing. How did you get involved in this style of music?
Well, Western Swing, I suppose, probably comes from my love of old-time hillbilly music, folk music. String bands, and then of course into honky tonk and Hank Williams and country music, and then eventually discovering Bob Wills and Milton Brown and Spade Cooley and of course Gene Autry and all these great cowboy singers, and just really digging the style.
And it sounds like this style and your talent runs in the family, because your son is going to be making an appearance on the Friday Zone here on TIU.
That's right. We got something real special set up for next season on the Friday Zone. It's called Joke Time with Davy and Jack.
Okay.
And he's going to be the I'm going to be the straight man. I'm going to set him up. I'll set him up. He'll knock him down.
Excellent. Now, before you leave Bloomington, you've got a few shows coming up this weekend. Tell us about those.
That's right. We're doing the John Hartford Memorial Festival Friday and Saturday evening, and then we're playing at the Switchyard, which is a local house venue, for our very last show. It's one of my favorite places in the world.
And that's on Sunday,
on Sunday night, yeah, 7
o'clock. All right. Well, we are going to miss you here in Bloomington.
I'm going to miss you too.
We appreciate you playing for us and performing for us. Well, I'm going to let you head to the stage while we head over to the lake. For many Hoosiers, summertime means relaxing days on Indiana lakes. And last summer, we rode along with the DNR officers charged with visitors' safety.
That's one of the unique things about our job, is it changes from season to season. Like I said, right now our primary focus is obviously on boating and fishing, summertime type activities, and then here on our properties in the campground, we just do a lot of regular police work, so to speak. We don't really necessarily get in a routine. There's a lot of different areas to go check. And when I mark on duty in the morning, I'm free to go do whatever I want. For instance, yesterday I brought my John boat over here and worked the lake, or You know, I could take an ATV and go down and patrol some of the Hoosier National Forest areas in Brown County, or just go patrol around with a vehicle and hit some of the fishing holes looking for people that are fishing, or we have a lot of variety. Unlike some police departments that are sitting around and wait on a call, we go out and, you know, we're looking for people that are violating the law. We are at the law enforcement dock on the Monroe Reservoir in the Paintown area. One of our main focuses right now is boating and fishing enforcement during the summertime, the primary focus being on the boating right now. How you guys doing? Where's our boat owner at?
They're right there.
They're right there. Can you have one of them come up for me? How you doing, sir?
Pretty good, how are you?
Oh, not too bad. Hey, you got a lake permit? I see you don't have one on your boat. I'm going to guess by looking on your face, that's a no.
See,
And then when it comes to Fish and Wildlife Resource, the majority, they're doing it legal, and, you know, those people that are exploiting it, you know, need to be held accountable. And like I said, this is a citation, but as long as you get the lake permit taken care of, the only thing it'll cost you is getting the lake permit, which obviously you got to get anyway. This is Allen's Creek Cove. This is what's known on Lake Monroe as the Party Cove. For the most part, especially like today, looks like there's not a whole lot of boats in here, and the ones that appear to be pretty calm. But like I said, on the weekends, it's kind of a party atmosphere in here. We want people to come out and have a good time. We're not here to discourage you from having a good time. And for a lot of people, that does include consuming alcohol. The only thing we ask is that you do that in moderation. Good day for a swim, huh? Great day. I'm gonna pull up alongside of you. Does anyone have ID with them?
I left mine in my car wherever we
Who all's been drinking?
Car, sir. Huh?
Who all's been drinking?
I've been drinking.
Go ahead and climb in the boat, everybody.
605.
Negative 620. I have 5 1027s. Take a deep breath and blow until it clicks. The same legal limit in a boat is the same as it is in a vehicle. It's 0.08. So you need to have a sober operator, but also you are in a public place, and if you drink to the point of intoxication where you draw attention to yourself, it is something we're going to deal with. Luckily, you just started drinking. I'm not going to arrest you just because there's alcohol in the boat. I mean, they're 21, so obviously they're allowed to have the alcohol. You're not, so don't be drinking anymore. But I will tell you this, it's a crime for you to lie to me. If you had continued to lie to me about your age, I mean, there's a good chance you go to jail for false informing, okay? Yeah, minor consumption is also another big problem out here. I mean, like I said, we don't want to discourage you to have a good time, but everyone's here to have a good time, and lucky for them, they apparently both just had a couple of sips out of a mixed drink prior to us getting there, so hopefully that'll at least get their attention for a while and they won't be drinking out here. But yeah, that is another common problem out here. Alcohol is basically all the problems we have out here. It comes right back down to alcohol. That's why we are so strict on it. That does make you feel good when people appreciate what you do and, you know, respect the job that we're out there doing, and for everyone to enjoy their weekend on the property.
So important to remember. If you'd like to read more about Indiana's boating regulations and safety tips, visit www.boat-ed.com/IN. Well, Joe, you have some music that I'd love to listen to while hanging out on a boat.
Absolutely. Yes, I do. With no further delay, here's Davey J Sparrow and his well-known famous Drovers.
Well, thank you, Joe. And a 1, 2, poop-poopy-doo. long, long ways. So slide and shimmy, shake it too, swing it around like you love to do. I said, honey, poopy-doo to you, poopy-doo it, yeah! Are you old piano pounder, you? Yes, yes, all night long. Grab somebody close to you, swing 'em around a time or two. I said, honey, poopy-doo to you. Slide and shimmy, shake that thing, flap it all around like a chicken wing. I said, honey, poopy-doo to you. Oh, get a little bit, 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 go a long, long ways. So slide and shimmy, shake it too, swing it around like you love to do. I said, honey, poopy-doo to you. I said, honey, poopy-doo to you. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Thank you,
awesome. You guys sound so good. Thanks for being here, bringing the whole band.
Thanks for having us.
So what was that we just heard?
That's a little tune I wrote called Poop-Poopy-Doo to you.
And what was your inspiration behind that song?
Well, I got my 7-year-old boy, Railroad Jack Sparrow, and every once in a while when I get up to some mischief, Jack would come over and say, Poop-Poopy-Doo to you, Dad. And I thought, well, that would make a great song.
Oh, that's
Swing
great.
it around a little bit.
Now, is this on the new CD that's been out
You know,
recently?
well, we have a new album out called Old Fashioned.
Okay.
And that one, it's not on, but we just recorded last week a 4-song EP that's going to be download only through the website, and we did put it on that. So it's out there. You can get a hold of it.
All right, just as a reminder, you can visit Davy's website at www.davyjsparrow.com. And can you guys stick around for one more?
Sure can. I'd love to, Jeff.
Okay. Pam, I know you have an incredible story for us.
I do. We had the opportunity to spend some time with the 49th Indiana Company F, Indiana's most recognized Civil War reenactment unit. If you've been to any of the festivals lately or spent some time at Conner Prairie, you probably met them. Go behind the scenes with us as we explore the art of reenactment.
Ready. Aim! Fire! Shoulder, arms. Quarter, arms. In place, rest. Nice job, guys. Nice job.
I have a big desire to learn more about American history. I think I'm a little bit unique in the sense that I'm Latino. So I don't have any roots to the south or any roots to the north. It was purely a love of history that made me want to go out there and reach out there and learn more. And I think that's actually the greatest thing about this. You're right in the middle of it. I can tell you what 400 guys in wet wool smells like. I can tell you what cannon fire smells like. I've tasted black powder in my mouth by accident, of course, but you know, it gives you something more than just a textbook, something you would learn more than just watching a movie or a documentary. So it really gives you a different flavor and a different take on it. So.
The 49th Indiana really strives to be one of the best drilled units in the Midwest. So we spend a lot of time drilling. We spend a lot of time doing particular drills that maybe are not done as frequently with other units. Everything from skirmish drill to bayonet drill. We've found that that not only helps attract people to join our group, but also it's helpful in instructing the public about that period of time because it seems to attract the public when we go out.
Once I saw this, I became interested. It almost becomes like an addiction. You see it, you try it, guys start doing some different things, and you want to belong. You want to participate, so you're willing to take those extra steps to do something a little bit different or to try something. And I detest these shoes. I absolutely hate them. They feel awful, but I'm wearing them, right? And you're going to have to if you want to go out here in March. But because I want to be part of the group, I want to share, I want to teach, and I want to learn. I want to see how sore those soldiers' feet were. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put these shoes on. So I don't think it's something that you make a note of and you say, I'm going to really try this. You just start to become absorbed in it, and before you know it, you got a couple different jackets and several different types of pants, and you know you're willing to do whatever everybody else is doing as well. So.
What you're out there in the field and what we're doing there is just a small part. We're actually firing and showing a battle's probably 30 minutes at best in some instances. But the rest of the weekend in their reenactment is camp life. And when people come to see us, they're expecting to step back in time, to step back to 1862. So we have to know what are the politics, what's the land, what's the popular literature, what's going on in the war, why are we fighting the war, what are the events that are going on, what do people eat. So your research, you have to get away from the 20th century, the 21st century things that we're all used to, and put yourself back 150 years ago.
All of the folks that are in our group still have a tremendous amount of passion for American history, and I think almost to the person, every single person in the unit has a little bit of a teacher inside them, and they like going out and being able to instruct and educate folks about that period of history. And I think when we do that, that's really what drives our passion to be as accurate as possible, because we want to make sure that we're communicating and educating and teaching how it really was back then in that time.
There are some people that are really truly here because they feel like they're able to teach history, and I certainly see that now. To put your hat on a kid, to let him hold your gun, put your jacket on him, the feeling, the look in his eyes, the way they light up is just tremendous. And so I never expected to get that joy out of being able to share and to teach, but that's the part that I think is the most surprising.
Kids are so into that. They go home and they look at these things and it gets them interested in history, and it just creates that spark in them, and they want to study history then. And it's just a really neat thing seeing that in a kid. You get them hooked on that stuff. And it's just a really neat experience to do that.
The Civil War, I think, is so romanticized, right? We talk about the legends and the history and the stories, really. In some of these events that we go to, some of the larger ones, you get a real sense, a real feeling of how many people are out there. And then to think how many of these people, had this been the war for real, how many people would be lying dead on the ground? And I think it does start to pierce you a little bit. You start to get a better sense of what they could have felt or what they could have seen and how they would have felt. My very first reenactment experience, I remember looking out and seeing a bunch of guys and their rifles are pointed right at you. Now, of course, they're blanks, but just the fact that those guns are pointed right at you, you become jittery a little bit. And so, again, it doesn't quite take you there, but you certainly now start feeling more of that emotion, and you start feeling just a little bit more connected to what that soldier may have felt.
When it comes to the history, you don't want to dishonor the people you're reenacting, and that's very important to us. Most of us have ancestors that fought in the Civil War, and you feel a strong tie. You can't help but feel a bond with those men. We're not just a bunch of grunts out there throwing around bayonets. There's such another human side to that. There's so much more to these people that people don't see, and I wish they could see that. I wish more people would come out and talk to us and experience what we are. That's the neatest way to learn about history, is to go out and live it.
It was a defining moment for the country, and we want to make sure that we honor that. It's not just out here to shoot guns and make noise. It's to pay respect to those who've served, those who've fallen, and keep their memories alive, the great deeds that they've done.
Wow, really moving. What a unique way to keep that history alive.
Definitely. And if you want some information on how you can join the 49th, visit www.49thindiana.com.
Well, Pam, that's it, not just for the show, but what we call home right here, too.
Yes, yes. This will be the last time for the diner, but we have an exciting summer ahead, so be sure to tune in. Have a great night.
And one last time, Davey J Sparrow.
Break the bars, come chasing after you to get a taste of all the spicy things you do. Oh! Oh, sweet mama, I got it bad for you. Hot tamale, you're my little hot tamale, honey, baby. I'll put a little rooster sauce on it. Yeah. Take away my blues, turn them red and hot with all the things you do. Honey, baby, put on your dancing shoes. Oh, sweet mama, I got it bad for you. Hot tamale, you're my little hot tamale, honey, baby. Hot tamale, you're my little hot tamale, honey, baby.
Production support for the weekly special is provided by Smithville, a locally owned business serving central and southern Indiana since 1922, with residential and business internet, voice, and security services. Smithville, local pride, global technology. Information at smithville.net. And by WTIU members. Thank you.